What is going on, YouTubeverse? John Stanek from Johnny Radio here, bringing you another hot track song review, and I am so excited to be talking to you about this new song from Americana folk artist Josh Ritter off of his 9th studio album, Gathering, that just came out last week. And while I'm not that crazy about the album as a whole, because most of the other songs kind of fall a little more in the country-tinged sound, this song is just so cool. It's right smack dab in the middle of the record, and it's this 6-minute stream of consciousness, kind of poetic, rapid-fire delivery by Josh over this subtle acoustic bluesy guitar riff that just repeats, and it's accompanied by a stand-up bass, which is always beautiful sounding. And the only other elements musically in this song that kind of come in and out are just slight percussive things, some piano, which is very tasteful, and sometimes just extremely loud, coming in with this bassy thing to go from the chorus back in the verse. The chorus is just him simply saying, "The dream kept coming and the dream done gone," over and over again. And it just gives this very hypnotic, hallucinatory feel to this. Of course, the song is called Dreams, so it almost gives him this free reign to just talk about whatever on here. And it really works well, because whether he is talking about his own real life experiences or not, you're just along on the ride for this, and it gets very deep and very dark when you start looking at the lyrics. And that's kind of my favorite Josh Ritter. His album 2 albums ago, called The Beast in Its Tracks, is my favorite album by Josh, and that's really where he tackled his own demons, going through a divorce with his ex-wife. To me, it's one of the best breakup albums of all time. And then he, on that aforementioned album, gives himself and us hope with his new wife that he is now with at the end of that album. And he does the same here on this song, actually. This ends with him talking about his new wife, where he says repeatedly, "I knew that without you I wouldn't be here." I may be paraphrasing that line, but it's a beautiful way to end this song. And it's almost like each verse he grows increasingly despondent with despair. The song begins on the first verse with kind of his loss of innocence and how he wished that he could have the joy that he once had, but it's just so hard to do. The second verse goes into how he found religion, but it was just only momentarily, kind of like a fleeting feeling, and then he couldn't find it again. And then he goes into more detail, I think talking about his ex-wife again, where he just kind of held on to her until she couldn't take it anymore. I know I'm paraphrasing that line as well. Then the rest of the song kind of goes off into these other stories that you're not sure if they're true or not, where he kind of lived with a boat salesman and his son for a while, and lived on oranges, and just started having these just these bizarre kind of stories. And then as it goes on, it comes back to his own inner demons again. There's a line that I love where he says, "I went to a doctor that sent me to another doctor who sent me to another doctor who sent me to a room," and prescribed him with something that fizzed in his stomach. And like he said earlier with religion, made his worries go away for a little while, but that his demons are still there. And it's just, it really tackles a lot of issues and a lot of things that he probably deals with himself. Depression, and just feeling like he hasn't maybe found what he's looking for yet spiritually. And it's just very transfixing to listen to, even if you're not following along with those lyrics. The vibe of this song is just so again, I'm going to say haunting, that you can't get it out of your head. And again, how he ends the song just brilliantly, saying that line repeatedly, that he wouldn't be here if it were not for his new wife. It's just a beautiful sentiment. And at the same time, it's just wrapped in that darkness. So I love this song. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it. Please check it out in the link below. You can listen to the song. I give this a 9 out of 10. I just think it is brilliant. From a fellow singer-songwriter, you can't get much better than this. Especially, I mean, I could just see this played solo acoustic at any venue, and Josh Ritter would be blowing people's minds just from the ability to recall all of these lyrics, because it's got to be at least 2 typed pages worth if you print them out. So very impressive, but also very deep and very rewarding. I love it. Please check it out. Please check out some of my other videos, by the way. I have a lot more content coming soon, but you can check out some of the other hot tracks that I've talked about. Album of the month, Viva La Vinyl, classic album reviews, top 10s, and much more. I really appreciate you checking out this channel. If you like, please subscribe. Viva La Vinyl, and I will see you guys soon. Take care.